Rectangular washes sometimes have stigma from the non-wash people's point of view as old-fashioned, especially when they are old and doesn't have luxury brand name on. These two pieces from my collection were named a wall clock and an anti-school Tissot watch by my girlfriend. There are many classic pieces of rectangular watch. Cartier has plenty of Tank varieties. JRC has many reversals. Rolex also has Cellini prints and some old vintage pieces, even though they are virtually unknown compared to the brand's super hot models. One of the mid-tier brands that has an interesting rectangular range is Tissot. Their 7 lineup came in many case shapes. Over the years, I came across some interesting rectangular variants. Their designs are kinda eclectic, a mixture of classical elements, and their movements are still running strong, as Tissot is one of the real Swiss watchmakers that has long history of durable and reliable movements. Today, we take a look at 2 Tissot 7 in my collection. Both are rectangle watches with Roman numeral dial, and both have a clever way to play with rectangular case geometry. The first one is what's called a wall clock by my girlfriend. Understandably, it reminded her of a traditional wall clock, which would also be my view had I come across this before getting familiar with vintage watches. The Roman numeral and the dial shape really connotes a wall clock character. The case shape is basically rectangular, with interesting angular cut morphed into lugs. The capsule shape opening down into the dial is like a window peering through a thick wall of the case. The case finishing is fine. Vertical brush on top, polish on the sides and lugs. Movement is running in good frequency. Second hand sweeps smoothly. Dead window at 6 is outlined in black. The case back is stainless steel and can be seen from the side, but unnoticeable when wearing on the wrist. Our markers are black printed Roman numerals on gold tone hairline finished backdrop. Another variant of this 7 series is this white Roman dial, aka an anti-school Tissot watch. The first impression of this piece, both the case shape and the dial, makes it inevitable for us to talk about it in a way that related to Cartier Tank. With some closer observation, the Tank may better be considered as inspiration or aspiration for this piece. There are numbers of details showing that it was designed differently. Comparing to the first example, the case geometry is more rounded and continuous from the case to the lugs. Finishing is all polished. The opening window to the dial is rectangle with the top and bottom wide arches. The curves scream Art Nouveau to me. Our indices is black painted on white background. Roman numeral is slimmer with more spacing than the original Tank dial. The original sign crown was lost since I got it from the previous owner, but the strap and buckle is still signed Tissot, possibly original. Both pieces are small and can be classified as unisex, suitable for small to medium wrist size. wearing like an art piece on your wrist rather than functional. They are the good, inexpensive gateway to try on a Tank style watch. Their impressions are in the same vein as Cartier Tank, but still have some originality. With tweaks here and there, it seems like the designer was exploring the possibility of geometric variation on a rectangular watch. These pieces are not getting much of my wrist time lately because of a more casual lifestyle nowadays. But you can look at them as a little collectible piece of art on your wrist that brings joy every time you pick it up to wear. Let me know what's your favorite rectangular watch.